Okay, my fellow fight the good fight, stoner people, let's make weed legal or decriminalized, whatever. Um, if you're celebrating Michigan right now, the recreational marijuana that just passed. Let's talk about that. I see a lot of people on Facebook right now being super stoked and celebrating something that they do not understand because they have not read the whole bill. I understand why you haven't. It's very long and legislation is boring as shit to read. However, don't claim a win until you're sure it's a win. Let's talk about some stuff. So, as of July 17th of 2018, it was a case called People versus Mansour. Happened in Michigan. It took the medical marijuana from being statewide legal to county by county municipal opt-in, meaning that each county's seat or courthouse had to develop, propose, get acceptable for the committees to pass it into an area to even be voted on, and then have the legislation voted on and then enacted to be an opt-in county or not. And until you have become an opt-in county, until it is an opt-in county, or until you have filed the legislation, it's illegal. It's illegal in your county, medicinal, recreational, it's illegal. As of July 17th of 2018, People versus Mansour. If you have questions about that, feel free to inbox me as well as anything else that comes next. If you would like, you can refer to the Act 281, Sections 401 and 404. That is also another issue that's coming up with the regulation of the way packaging happens and the labeling, similar to like food with FDA, and the edibles and branding and how things regulations changing. Essentially, what y'all just voted for to have recreational legal marijuana in Michigan. All you did, what you did was you voted for legal stackable licenses. Most of y'all don't know what this means. So there's three types of licenses in cannabis industry. So there's Class A, B, and C in Michigan. Class A is 500 plants or less. B, 1,500 or less. C, it might be off on these, but I think it's either 1,000 or 2,000. Anyway, doesn't matter. You can combine them. Stackable means that you can have 4 Class C licenses, 5 Class C licenses, as long as you can pay for them. This is where it also gets interesting. After this bill passed, the licenses went from anywhere from 6,000 to 10,000 for smaller licenses, from a little bit like to nothing over 30,000 for even, well, production, making wax and stuff was 60,000. Don't worry about that. Now that this is passed, the licenses are going up by thousands of dollars. It's all going to be corporately controlled. And the stackable licenses, get ready to see your Marlboros and your Newports of marijuana in Michigan now, because y'all voted in something you didn't fucking read and you're celebrating it. What you just did was you destroyed this beautiful industry as we know it for at least that state. So the only good thing that came out of that bill was Proposition 2. It was the redistricting of the counties in Michigan. Michigan is historically one of the worst gerrymandered states and corrupt states for county by county politics. So what they're doing with that, Proposition 2 of what you voted in, the only good thing to come from that recreational marijuana bill was appointing 13 districts, or representatives for 13 districts that are going to be carved out in Michigan to try to create competition in a political atmosphere to prevent gerrymandering again. But anyway, that's not relevant because y'all didn't even read the fucking bill about the part you even cared about. So all I'm trying to say is don't be moving to Michigan just because you think marijuana is legal now, because it's not. Make sure it's an opt-in county if you're going, or you're going to buy a house and waste a bunch of money and then be fucked. So in the future, use this as a lesson. Sometimes bills are given a title to make you vote on them, when in reality, you voting on it is in your worst interest, because you just created the Walmarts of weed, dude. Whole movement of this industry, the heart and soul of making it legal isn't just so people can fucking smoke or have medicine. It's also to give a chance for the people that are in the lower and middle class and impoverished people that have genuine skill in agriculture or botany or genetics or anything in the industry, have a chance to create a business for themselves, an income for themselves, try to disrupt the status quo of the economy and the tiers of economic class. Why do you think that they just voted for stackable licenses? To prevent that. And why do you think I'm pissed off that all of you are celebrating it? Please read the bills and legislation before you make an opinion on it. And before you fuck up an entire movement. Please read that bill, dude. Read the bill. See what you just voted in. See how you feel about it. Again, it's Ron Speaker. You have any questions, comments, arguments, debates, or you just fucking disagree, hit me in the inbox. I don't argue, I discuss. And let's figure this out. We gotta quit being so blind and excited. We gotta be calculated and intelligent. Keep fighting the fight, but make sure you're doing it right.